coming in on some dirtbag shit out the gate. Conquistadors. You hear me call them dirty Moors, but the proper name for them is conquistadors, right? They from the Tudors family who came to conquer. That's why they got to be called conquistadors, right? And so they didn't become Moors until the fucking 1900s. They keep telling us this ancient Morocco, and I keep asking the same question. How the fuck is this ancient Morocco when Morocco ain't even fucking ancient? The word Morocco is not an ancient word. It ain't nothing ancient about it, and you can't find no map before 1492 unless they just made this motherfucker up. They got this as Al Maghrib, West Africa, or as motherfucking Morocco. It don't exist. I looked for it high and low. I done been all through the Library of Congress looking for that motherfucker. It don't exist. I cannot find a map older than 1492 that got anything that looked like Morocco on it about this land. It don't exist. So they making that shit up. Why would they make that shit up? Noble Ali said the only thing that has surprised me is if a Moor do right. Well, why the fuck would you say that when you started the Moor Science Temple? He was telling you the enemy was the whole time. He pulled rank on them motherfuckers, and now they don't like him. Turnabout fair play. Now that he just pulled rank, now he put that shit in the fucking open. Now all the chiefs know what's going on. Now Garvey can figure out that it's, oh, we fighting a 200-year contract. Why you ain't tell me? I wouldn't even wasting my time coming up here. Right? But since he here, right, while he here, he might as well show us what to do at the conclusion of the contract. This what you do. The same way I'm putting the UNIA together, put your shit together. Form you a motherfucking alliance globally. Right? A confraternity of motherfuckers that's not for this and don't want no parts of the bullshit these motherfuckers playing, and they can't win because you got the blood and the right. Right? All we got to do is stand in the position of right, tell the truth with the blood and the right, and all they can do is submit. Them the rules. I didn't write the motherfuckers, I don't think. I just know what Big Mama and Mama told me. So Big Mama told me don't leave no stone unturned. That means study every doctrine on the land you can get your hands on in order to know what's influencing the people so you can know how to liberate them. You can't liberate nobody and you don't know a whole bunch of worthless ass doctrines and dogmatic information about motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about us. Right? You got to know all that shit, then you got to know your culture. Because then you can see who's been infiltrating the culture. And everywhere we look, they look like us. That's infiltrating us, but they don't move like us. And that's how we know they ain't us. They don't have that love in them. They operating from straight greed, hatred, jealousy, and envy.
Oh my God. And that's why I had to ask, like, can some of these people be in your family? Because, like, I be really feeling like they really, like, I don't know. I'm like,
if they don't infiltrate the families, they didn't infiltrate us.
I'm like, you just
the families is the tribes.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
If they don't infiltrate the families, they can't infiltrate us. If they don't whitewash us in history, we gonna automatically know who we is, but we probably still wouldn't recognize them. My philosophy is, shit, fuck them all. Feed them shit and let them die. They had us eating chitlins. I think it's only fair to feed them shit.
Yeah, word too. But all right, Uncle Rod, I'm gonna let you take another call.
All right, sweetie.
All right, be blessed.
And I appreciate again. I'm kind of nervous right now, but
okay, stop.
The question I had.
Take a deep breath. Just let it go.
Okay. The question I have is like, so um, like I be kind of like going with my intuition with stuff like I be knowing stuff like before it happened or whatever, right? But back
Mm-hmm.
then, people used to call me crazy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she crazy, she tripping, she on one. Like, cause I used to kind of drink, I used to drink a lot too. So then that mixed with the, I guess mixed with the craziness was like the way I used to act and stuff was like I was really crazy. But now that I'm, not drinking anymore or whatever, and not on the bottle and shit, I still know, I'm still kind of like the same way. The only thing is I'm not drinking no more. So like
Where you from? You from the Northeast?
no, I'm from Minneapolis.
Oh, okay. Um,
Yeah,
um,
I'm from
it looked like your genes trace back to the Northeast. But anyway, what you describing, right? It's
mhm,
called the dance of the Hyoka. It's the Chief
mhm,
Crazy Horse. How he got that name, being the master of the Hyoka dance.
mhm,
He look crazy.
mhm.
That motherfucker ain't crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
everything he say come out to be the law.
Mhm.
That means he's standing on pure truth. But
Yeah. Yeah.
he had to do that. That's a survival mechanism in the time of war, conjure war specifically. And
Mhm.
sometimes we become vice lords because we can use the vice to prepare to be an addict all the time. We in total control. They
That,
think I'm an
that makes
alcoholic because I drink 2 beers every day. No, no, that's so I can have that enough beer to talk with the slur so you can think I'm drunk when I'm telling you the truth because a drunk man speaks a sober man.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That sound like it
that's what
makes
the drink champs is based on. Get them drunk and make them tell everything they know.
mhm. Mhm. And the thing was, like when I was like that, people used to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of me. You know what I'm saying? I knew I had it. I guess they obviously they knew I had it like that, or they thought like I was vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at the same time they was taking advantage of me being like that. Like I was crazy. I didn't understand and I wasn't paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But I remember everything and I was paying attention. You know what I'm saying? But I know I was fucked up, but at the same time, it's like now it's like, oh, she acting like she this and that. I'm acting different supposedly, but I'm still the same person. The only thing is I'm not drinking anymore, and I'm not letting nobody take advantage of me.
Oh yeah,
So
whenever you start standing up for yourself, you become the problem.
yeah, I'm the problem now, and so even like me with me knowing on my intuition, even me with me knowing stuff before it happened, it's crazy how it happened because I could say like before my mother passed, like everything you kind of saying, like my mother and my grandmother and my father and so on and so forth, like everything you be kind of saying be making sense because this is stuff they already had told me, but I didn't understand it. I didn't catch on to it until I heard you talking about it. Like, oh, that I think my mom told me a long time ago, but I didn't pick it up. I didn't understand it. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
how a
So,
lot of our mothers used to warn us about the enemy?
um,
They be married to somebody about my complexion or darker, right?
mhm,
And you ask them about some African shit,
mhm,
they like, I don't like them old black ass motherfuckers.
mhm, yep,
They
yep,
don't have a, in truth, we don't have a problem with Africans. But the people that came over here launched from Al Maghrib, which is in Northwest Africa, which they want us to believe that this is Al Maghrib,
mhm,
Northwest Africa, so that they
mhm,
can say that this is Morocco and not America, so that
mhm,
now they got a home. They done already divided it up into the 13, well, 12, 13 provinces counting DC, and each
mhm.
one of them is marked by a central bank.
Yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
Then
yep.
was
And then
supposed
like
to
when
be the
you,
territories of the tribes of so-called Israel, which is actually the tribes of Jacob, the supplanter tribes, that comes to replace the original Adama, Earthborn tribe. They told us the story and sensationalized Jacob got us worshiping our enemies. And then you wonder why we in this condition.
Yeah, yep. And even like when you were saying how they look like us, but they ain't us. Now I see it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm picking up on it. You know,
A
even
lot of our parents
like
told it to us this way. All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
yeah.
We didn't know what the fuck they was talking about.
I was just like, what the fuck is what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand that shit. But like now I understand it. But when I see it, I know it. You know, I'm trying. I can't explain it, but um. Oh yeah, and it's another question too. Like with the dreams, the astral plane flying. Like I've been having dreams like that for like a long time, like the astral plane and the flying, but I didn't understand what they was. I could say the last time I had one like that, it was like a dream I had, and I was at like a house or something. I can't remember if it was a house or what, but my mother was there. So mind you, my mother is deceased. She died like 9 years ago, but she was very, very smart. But long story short, I seen some bees flying around in a dream. But the bees were pink and white. They wasn't yellow and black. So I'm thinking, I don't know what that means. Seeing bees or whatever. Usually, I don't see animals that much. Sometimes I might see a dog here and there or something, or you know, some weird stuff like a weird face creature or some crap. But sometimes they cool and sometimes they not. You know.
You're a dream walker, sweetie. In the culture, we
Oh,
call people that can experience vivid dreams like that dream walkers. It's a priesthood of Hayokas that's the dream walkers. That's what they do. They see everything in the dream first, then the dream play out in the world.
yeah, that's what it is. I know I could say this like recently I had just started a job, right? I had just started working at this new place. So they told me to come to this training or whatever, right? So I go to the training, but the training, when I get to the training, it's in like some type of old, like church setting or whatever, right? But I swear, now mind you, I had seen this before, like in a dream, like a long time ago. But when I had got to the place to do the training, I'm like, I've been here before. Um, even like even like with that, I know I've been here before because, like, I could say I seen myself in like the 1800s before walking down the street. Um, I had a black dress, one of them old black dresses on with an old hat. I seen myself there before, and I seen myself in the 70s before. But the one I had seen in the 70s, I was like real rich, like real rich. Like I had a lot of money, and I was up in my penthouse or something, and some dudes came up in there and just shot me up and shit. Shot my husband and shot me up. I'm like, damn. So I've been here a couple times before. I do remember. But when I say stuff like that, people be calling me crazy. I'm tripping. I'm out of my mind, and I
That
just be like, whatever, you know.
when everything that's natural to you has been made evil, wicked, immoral, or illegal, people are going to choose every defense mechanism not to accept the reality of who you are.
Hmm.
But soon as like right now, we are going through the Great Awakening.
Hmm.
So a lot of people that used to look at you like you crazy is like, what? Oh, she was on to something. I don't know what it was, but she was on to something. But
Hmm.
while you was going through your Hayoka phase, it was allowing you to see who was who.
Yep.
This how
Okay.
you know. This how you know before your come up who gonna come up with you and who gonna try to hold you down, right? So now they gonna give you hard knocks. They call it a hard knock life for a reason. These hard
Hmm.
is gonna bump you in so many different directions like a pinball machine to you. I ain't fucking with none of these motherfuckers.
That's
And
that's
then
that's what that's how I feel now. That's how I feel now. Like, oh hell no. Like, y'all did me bogus all them times. Like now it's like now I don't even the half of the shit that be coming out their mouth be like dumb shit. Like I ain't trying to think I'm smarter than them or nothing like that,
you
but
probably
it
is
just be
though.
stupid.
Especially if they graduated, that mean they got the arrested development. They're a 6-year-old in an adult body.
Yeah, yeah,
And until
yeah.
they prove to you different, you have to approach people like that. Because if you try to approach them like they the age they appear to be, you
Hmm.
you asking for problems of miscommunication. You got to talk to the average person like they 6 years old and they can understand you clearly. And you start talking to them like they 13, 14 years old, and they start saying, "Huh? What you say? What that mean? What you talking about?"
That makes sense.
Damn, you can't
That makes
understand the
a
words coming
lot
out
of
of my
sense.
mouth.
Hmm.
The
That make the
school,
whole.
that's the whole purpose of the school. That's what make it hell. Because in the game where um the acquisition of knowledge is the only requirement, we got 30 seconds. Then a lot of people end up falling on the wayside because the school teaches you to surrender your identity for your ego and to pursue the things that make your ego feel good. And those things are not always conducive.
Insight, you and your elder. I've been, on your YouTube page, keeping up with you, see what's been going on with you. Boy, you don't taught me one good thing. I'm keeping it short and sweet. I really came here to say thank you because you don't taught me how to clean house. Okay, that red herring do not play. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I used to get all emotional, man. When people wrong me, I used to go at them 100%. Like go at it. You know what I'm saying? Clean it out. But man, that red herring has been so effective with me. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to get people around me that's, I've been cleaning the house with that. So I appreciate you teaching me how to, that been like taming my emotional side. You know what I'm saying? Teach me how not to go and just go all out and go from 0 to 100.
God, believe me, I be wanting to go 0 to 100 in zero point 0.0 seconds.
I'm talking about that was better than anyone, any shrink or anybody that teach me that red herring is so effective. So if you did that, I seen you had did a kind of like a little, you were covering the, another thing I want to talk to you about real quick before I slip my mind. I'll be on that goody good too. You were saying something about the Chiefs, right? And how to be able to recognize the Chiefs in real time. Now, one time you was talking about that kind of like in the rap sector, and E40, he was kind of like everywhere at that time. And you were saying something like E40 was making his way into that, he was a chief or something. Then he just disappeared right after you said that. Like disappeared. You know what I'm saying? What you think happened with that? Like you
No,
think?
he sent me a knockback message.
Oh yeah.
He sent me a knockback message at a football game. I I, I didn't know I was finna come up with E40 when we was flipping bridges.
Right.
And E40 been building the bridges between the chiefs of different tribes. And him and several other artists like Tupac, like Biggie, was using the cover of the music and the ability to traverse the land using the music and the entertainment industry as a cover story
Right.
for the real footwork they was doing. And when I was flipping the bridges, 40 water came up. And I'm like, who the fuck is that's E40?
E40. That's right. That's right.
I'm getting the message that when you see that video, I was actually getting the message on the Wind Talker channel in real time while I was flipping code in real time.
Right.
And once I identify the chiefs that's making the connections, because we got a whole lot of chiefs
Right.
doing their work,
Right.
but they're using anything they can use to conceal the fact that they're a chief while they do their work. Soon as that flipped out, I got an immediate knockback a young producer, and he came in my inbox. He